the asset of goal of destruction. Another card that prevents you from special sound and, and do damage you if you do not detach an overlay unit per turn. If it does if it does not possess any overlay unit material, well, it cannot attack. Card is to love of delete monsters. During your standby phase, detach one exceeds material from this card or take 2,000 damage. You cannot special summon any monsters. While this card has no exceeds material, well, it cannot attack. The card effect is symbol, but let's break it down further since people are being confused with um the one number 3 axis going of destruction and the 30 standby which detach when exceeds material from this card or take 2,000 damage. If this card launch our overlay unit, you take 2,000 life points per turn, but detaching one exceeds material for this card or taking damage is a choice. Since it is an option to do so and not mandatory effect, so you choose to take the damage while this card possesses exceeds material you can. You cannot special summon any monsters. This effect is passive, meaning this effect is continued. So the fact was that the control from special summon monsters. This is good for slowing down the game since there are cards that can't special summon themselves fire effect. While this card has no exceeds material, it cannot attack. This effect is similar. But this card warrants of units. This card cannot attack, and it automatically deals damage to the user of this card because of it. Three are card with negative effect. Good for you since it deals since negative it negates this effect to do damage to you. Was bad for your lower opponent since it is double dirty and it is and its effects on the game, so they can still special summon and attack if there are no overlay materials attached. They want this card to attack well overlay units then it's okay, but if you if you give it to your opponent then we want to problems. Cards to touch for it to oil, as it is an officer to detach an overlay unit or take damage. If you manage to exceed summon this card and get bounced on the grave, you can bring it back, but it requires the right color or to do so. But if done right, you give it to your opponent to inflict 2,000 down. But in case you do not possess the dwarfs, the cards to return number 3 from the grave or your opponent cannot destroy it. You need to detach the overlay unit till it's one down and then give it to your opponent. Material dragon are any cards that return effect damage to large parts powerfully. If your opponent manages to summon prime material dragon while discarded on his on the battlefield, then you just give him or her 2,000 life points every turn, but not able to special summon a monster in turn. So, our challenge and is going to assist number 36 it can negate its effect. So we managed to summon this card one to a special summon more this card can do so. But if an additional 12,000 attack points to assist the overpowering monsters. Great Launcher Garcia is going to receive an extra attack code. After all, it's double the attack points of itself because it is fact because it's double of the original attack points of the monster intruder. Another story does not possess exceeds material and creature so it's not available. You can summon this card. Use creature shout to give your opponent all the numbers effect to the target of the users, but the numbers effect but it requires a monster on the field to give number 30 actually golem destruction to their opponents. It is a problem but you turn negative effect to a positive as the several effects that can harm the user. Destroy a card supposed to direct. The skill 3 oriented cards that can count to number 30 effect is garbage answer. So use cards that destroy them like Trap Hole for Prime Material Dragon and Mystical Space Typhoon for skill drain. Do damage to your opponent as is number 30 give it to your opponent and they possess 8,000 life points. You retain at least 4 opponent turns to work them life points so and when those 4 turns a lot can happen. By tribulation it's to using brain to do damage ahead of time before you give number 30 he will out a over unit to the opponent.